Alright guys, so we're back with another episode of Road to Hollow Earth. This is episode 2. Don't know what I'm gonna call this episode. So you remember what I was talking about in the first episode with, MJ TV, True Green 7, and Pokemon? Yeah, well, this is where we hit that point, but this is also the point where instead of just watching YouTube for dinosaur stuff, I watched for dinosaur stuff, and I got into what you would call a sort of proto brain rot. Now, this includes YTPs, those edits of popular movies and songs and stuff, but it also includes reaction content. Content that the undeveloped mind, similar to how I was at that point, would find entertaining, yet once trying to relive it, it is not good. Notable figures I would like to mention are Dangmat Smith and SS Sniper Wolf. The second of which I do not support anymore with that whole Jax Films debacle. But the second one, I don't really know of anything that would be a reason for me to not like him, but I just don't like his content anymore. I'm sure he's a great guy personally, but yeah. Both of them will just react to top 10 lists and animated stories. But there was this one that really stuck out amongst the others. His name was Robert IDK, and he was pretty much the only one my parents tolerated. But I've heard some conflicting things about him. I don't know if they're true. Someone can comment down below about that. Then it would be greatly appreciated. But now we get into the Nintendo things. See, now, as a kid who liked dinosaurs, I was looking for content on Netflix and YouTube that had dinosaurs, which led me to Pokemon. Funny story, I used to think Pokemon were just types of dinosaurs that just no one talked about. That was when I was 5. When I was 6, I finally came to the realization that they were fake and I was wrong. But I still didn't stop liking the content. See, I've only played a few Pokemon games. I played Brilliant Diamond, Sword, Scarlet and Violet. So yeah. And most of the times, if I kept drawing stuff, but when I drew Pokemon, I wouldn't draw any scenes from the anime or the games. I would just draw them in a natural habitat, the same way I would draw dinosaurs. I'm now on to the drawing on screen right now. We have a family of Nido. What's the general term for these Pokemon? Because these are Nidorans, or I guess we would say Nidoran, Nido King and Nido Queen. They're all the same species Pokemon, but just different evolution stages. And this one is fighting off a Arbok, a pack of Poochyena lurks in the darkness. We have Ivysaur, an Ivysaur just chilling, a Beedrill plotting to eat either the Ivysaur or either of these Nidorans. We have a Dodrio. What is that thing called? That Pokemon with the three-headed bird Pokemon. I forget what it's called. It's Dodrio or Dotrio. And then we have Magikarp being dumb and flapping off the water like Magikarp does. Now, remember those old whiteboard drawings that I was talking about in the last episode? What if I told you that we found one, a real one? And not just one, but a couple. Yeah, so, I've got to tell you about how I was also very into Mario. See, the Mario games I actually played, mostly Mario Maker and Mario 3D World. Actually, no, mostly Mario Maker 2 in 3D World. I played 3D World on the Wii. Forgot about it. But I did watch a lot of Mario YouTube, and I watched the Super Mario with a Super Show, which is still engraved in my head after all these years. Um, yeah. Um, I don't have any notable, like, Mario YouTubers, but I do remember this one, like, kind of like a jokey, like, rage bait thing called, why Mario is not a hero. I thought it was funny, when I was a kid. Yeah. We have, like, I try to make a scientifically accurate Yoshi here, he just feasted on, this, Koopa, and all that's left of the shell. We have the ant things from 3D World, the purple thing from 3D World, these black festering, like, balls from 3D World, mushroom, um, cactus thing. I don't know what this frog is. Is that from Mario, or just a regular frog? Obviously, you have the piranha plant. I drew more of this scientifically accurate Yoshi with another Koopa. This thing from 3D World, I forget the name of. The Galumba from 3D World. Birdo, and the Thwomp. This is a Pokemon drawing. I drew, like, Butterfree. There's like, what's that? Something with, has to do with bells. I forget its name. Kabuto, a horsey submerged. There's something in the water. I can't tell what it is. We have, what's the in-between of Garchomp and Garbite? I forget what it's called, but what's that? Or maybe that's actually just the Garchomp. I don't know. This is either Cradily or Laleep. I forget the order of those two. And this, is, I don't know why I gave the Oddish blood, but we have, an Alolan Vulpix that just ate an Oddish. Do plants, I assume, would have blood, but, like, it would be see-through, right? We have a frozen Ditto with pink, like, slime tracks that's, expelling into this gas, because I heard this one theory about, how coughing and wheezing were actually just, frozen Dittos. We have, Articuno flying with its eggs on top of a mountain, and we have the Snow Onyx, which could be a regional variant. What? It's not a shiny, because I know what shiny Onyx looks like. Actually, I don't, but I can assure you it's not blue and snowy. Yeah, and also Zygarde. I don't know how Zygarde got here. I don't know why it's wearing glasses, but yeah. And here's where I continue to talk about Pokemon. And YouTube. As I mentioned before, MNJTV, True Green 7, but also Loxton. He made, like, Pokemon Theory videos that I really enjoyed, and I actually still enjoy his videos to this day. I made a call-out video on him for his, like, this one, like, Godzilla take he had that was, kinda not good. But then I realized he probably just made a mistake in his research, because researching these hour-long videos he makes, and, like, 30-minute long videos he makes, it must be hard researching them, so I don't blame him if he makes a mistake. I was mad at first, because it was right after the Dr. Skipper, like, debacle from Godzilla Minus One. It wasn't from Godzilla Minus One, it was about Godzilla Minus One. Yeah. Godzilla will be on the next episode, by the way. Brain rot, resuming to proto brain rot, YTPs. The Pokemon related ones was called, like, Pokemon Crack or something. It was yeah, it was yeah. It was just, episodes of the Pokemon anime, but edited to have like a lot of memes in it. And I assume it was called Pokemon Crap. It's like Pokemon Crack, because like if you were taking a heavy dose of crack while watching the Pokemon anime. It was mostly done with Pokemon X and Y, and also what was the Gen 7 anime called? I forget. Um, uh, yeah. Uh, MatPat Game Theory. Alright, so I've always been a big fan of Game Theory. I only got into their FNAF stuff after I watched Markiplier play FNAF, which will be in episode 4 FNAF stuff. But for the most part, like back in this era that I'm talking about right now, I mostly watched like his videos about like the more about like Nintendo stuff. I For film theory, I watched like some of the Pixar ones, some of the Marvel ones. Even though I didn't really get into Marvel until like 2024. Um, yeah. Uh, what else do I say? Yeah, I think that's a. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I'll actually link some Pokemon cracks in the description for y'all to watch. Um, so what was I gonna say? Um, like, subscribe, and peace out.